Morning students, once again a very warm welcome to the English world of Aradhya. Students, myself Rashmin sir, imparting the knowledge of English to the students of 9 to 12 standard in English medium. Students, today we will learn your poem from the third chapter. The title of the poem is How to Tell Wild Animals. It is written by Carolyn Wells. Okay, this is a very humorous poem, students. Normally, if we want to check the wild animals or if we want to see the wild animals, normally we just put on the Discovery Channel or National Geography Channel, or we go to the zoo where we can just see them. Okay. But here the writer, the poet over here just tells us some funny ways of identifying the wild animals which no one will go for. Because if you go to check the wild animals in that way, you have the greater risk of your life. So nobody will go for such a way to identify any wild animal. So it is just a fun poem, we can say, because it is something like I had one friend a few years back. He is still there, but now I am not much in contact with him. So whenever I talk to him about anything, I want to purchase bike. So he would say, then you purchase Hayabusa. Hayabusa is a bike costing about lakhs of rupees. Then if I say, no, I want to purchase a car, then he would say, then why don't you purchase Rolls Royal? So you see, students, these are the costly things. Now he knows my capacity that I can spend only 40-50,000 for a bike. I can spend only 4-5 lakhs for a car, and he would ask me to go for the cars of crores of rupees. So it was what, just making fun of the situation. So here the poet is doing the same thing, student. So I'll just read out the poem for you. It is very funny. I think you will also enjoy it. How to Tell Wild Animals. This humorous poem suggests some dangerous ways to identify or tell wild animals. Read it aloud, keeping to a strong and regular rhythm. Okay, I'll read out the poem over here. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east means our region, okay, Asia, and if there should to you advance a large tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. Okay. Or if sometime when roaming around a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain, he will only lap and lap again. If when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. Though to distinguish beast of prey, a novice might nonplus, the crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all, and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it is the chameleon you see. Okay, so students, you see, I have understood the poem. Maybe you also must have understood. If you have not understood, read it second time, third time. You will understand and then enjoy. Okay. Now let me give you the explanation of this poem. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east. Okay. So students, it is written by a foreign writer who are in Europe. So from Europe, if you come to east side, that is the country, you will find the countries of Africa and Asia, and most of the varieties of animals and birds are found in Africa and Asia at the equatorial region, okay, tropical zones. In that only you will find a lot of varieties of animals and birds. So that's why he says that, and you remember that ours is the only country where we find tiger and lion both. If you go to some countries of Africa, you might find only lions over there, or you might find only tigers over there. But ours is the only country, India, where we find both the animals, tigers also, lions also. Okay, lions of Gir and tigers of Bengal, they are very famous. So that's why he says that if you go to east side, means the countries, African countries and Asian countries, then you will find what? You have to go into the jungles of these countries. Okay, and if there should to you advance a large tawny beast, a large brown orange or a browny orange colored beast comes towards you, and if he roars at you, okay, अगर वो तुम्हारे सामने गर्जना करता है, as you are dying, you will die by listening to his roar. Okay, you will know it is the Asian lion. Then you must be sure that it is the Asian lion. So who will go for such a daring task? Lion is free, it is not in a cage, and you go to check it till he roars. Will anybody take such a risk? Okay, he will become the victim of the lion. So students, I don't think anybody will take a risk. So it is a funny way to identify lion. Okay, the poet wants to enjoy this. Okay, or if sometime when roaming round a noble beast greets you, says that when you are in the forest of the east only, sometimes a noble beast, okay, tiger is considered as a noble beast over here. So noble wild beast greets you, okay, comes towards you and just says, greeting means saying good morning, okay, or good day, something like that. So with black stripes on a yellow ground. So tiger won't say those human words, but he will just come to you, and his body is described over here with black stripes on a yellow ground. His body is yellow colored, and on that we find the black stripes. Just notice, if he eats you, so who will remain there till he is being eaten? कोई वहां जाके वहां खड़ा रहेगा जब तक उसको टाइगर खा जाए, तब तक खड़ा रहेगा, और उसको खा गया उसके बाद उसको पता चलेगा कि ये टाइगर था. So nobody would go for such an act. Understood? So the simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. Okay, when you are eaten by that animal, then that is the simple rule to identify that it was nothing but it was the Bengal tiger. So to identify the animal, will you give your life? And after giving life, how will you identify? You are no more, that it was tiger. Will you be there to give this witness that हाँ वो टाइगर था, मुझे खा गया था? अरे कहाँ से खा गया? तो तुम यहाँ कैसे हो? Understood? So nobody would go for such a way to identify the tiger. Okay? If strolling forth a beast you view, okay, strolling means walking forward. If you come across a beast, okay, means wild animal, you view, whose hide with spots is peppered. So you see a beast whose hide means whose skin is just having scattered dots, okay, with spots is peppered means like papers, so the dots are there on its body. As soon as he has leapt on you, leapt means jumped on you, as soon as he leapt on you, okay, so as soon as he has leapt on you, leapt means jumped on you, you will know it is the leopard. So students, will you allow the leopard to jump on you? From far only you can make out that that animal, wild beast with the dots on its body is nothing but a leopard. Okay, it will do no good to roar with pain. So when it jumps on you, if you go on roaring, means shouting in pain, it will do no good to you because you are in the forest. Nobody will be there to come to your help. Understood? He will only lap and lap again. So even if you go on shouting, he will keep on jumping on you just to kill you. Understood? Then we move on to the next creature. If when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard. Be sure it is a bear. So again, a new situation is given over here. When you are walking round your yard, from your yard area, when you come out, just outside in this forest region, if you are walking, and at that time, suppose a creature meets you who comes and directly hugs you, then be sure that it is a bear. And normally this is the way bear kills the people. Okay, bear will hug. So here it is that you should be sure that it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. Understood? So if you doubt whether it is really a bear or something, after getting that hug also, if you doubt, then what is said, that he will give you one more tight hug. So that second hug will definitely kill you. So you want to adopt this way also of identifying bear. Okay. Though to distinguish beast of prey, a novice might nonplus. So it is said over here, to distinguish, to differentiate between the beast of prey, a novice means new person, might nonplus, might not be successful. Okay, he may make mistakes in identifying these wild animals. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. So hyena is again considered as a wild animal, and crocodile is a water animal. But you can just tell them. The novice might make mistakes, but you will not. Hyenas come with merry smiles. So how will you find out? Okay, actually hyena is always ready to prey, and that's why he keeps his mouth open that way. So teeth are seen, and we get the impression that hyena is smiling. It is not smiling actually. But here the poetess has written the same thing, that hyenas come with merry smile. Merry smile means happy smile. So here the intention is what? That hyena is happy because he is going to prey you. He is going to make a prey of you. But if they weep, they are crocodiles. But the same animal that you see, if that animal is weeping, if you see tears coming out from his eyes, then you should be sure that it is a crocodile. Because crocodile, when he lifts his head part from the water, you see his eyes are bulged out. So when he lifts his head part from the water which was there on his eyes, that is only just coming down, and we feel that crocodile is crying, and that's why that saying is there. Don't just show me your crocodile tears. Okay, I can identify your crocodile tears, means you are pretending it, they are not the real tears. Understood? And the last one is what? The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. Now chameleon you must have seen. So it is almost like a lizard. Lizard is compared to chameleon, lizard is thin, and chameleon is little bit thick from the head side. He hasn't any ears at all. So chameleon doesn't have any ears, and not a single wing. It doesn't even have a wing. It cannot fly. Okay, it can just go on walking. If there is nothing on the tree, it is chameleon you see. So when you just look at the tree and you don't find anything, so you should be sure that the outline that you see on the tree of the same color, that is nothing but a chameleon. So chameleon is known for changing its color according to its background. So the tree's color only chameleon has taken, students, and that's why you are not able to identify. The slight outline you can see on the trunk of the tree. So that outline is of nobody but a chameleon. So students, here you see different animals, you can identify them in different ways, but not the ways which are mentioned in the poem. Because if you go for those ways, then it means you are facing the gravest danger of putting yourself into the jaws of death. Okay, all these are wild animals. Once you go face to face, then they will not leave you. Okay, so that's where, students, the poem ends. So here there is no particular answer. Here you may be asked any answer related to any particular animal. How will you identify lion? Okay, so when you are going into the forest of the east and wild animals that comes towards you, okay, in tawny beast that comes against you, who roars, and that time you feel like dying, then it is lion. This is the way you can identify. So it is a very humorous way. Then how can you identify the tiger? How can you identify the leopard? So like those questions may be asked to students. Okay. So based on this understanding of the lesson, they are quite, sorry, poem, they are quite easy. So I will go for the figures of speech of this poem. Okay. So let's see. So students, here you may be asked only that sort of questions. Okay, that for one particular question you see, look at the line, a novice might nonplus. How would you write this correctly? Why is the poet's incorrect line better in the poem? So that suits the rhyming pattern of the poem. So that's why poet is using like those words. But here a novice might nonplus, I already give you the meaning that he may not be successful. A novice may not be successful in identifying the animals this way. Understood? Novice means a new person. So students, then also I feel that like those questions will not come. So in my next video, we will just discuss about the figures of speech of the entire poem. So till that time, students, you also read this poem 2-3 times, just enjoy them as you are enjoying many filmy songs. You love to watch them again and again. You love to dance on those songs again and again. So similarly, you can enjoy this poem also. Okay. Till then, stay fit, stay fine. God bless you. Have a nice day.